Start with Ohio State, number 2 in the land, minus 27.5 at Maryland. These teams have played 7 times. 4 of the 7 times, Ohio State scored 60+.
Yeah.
It's heading that way again, isn't it?
I'm not going to go that far. I think actually Maryland's been more competitive this season. You got to give them credit too offensively. I think the way Taulia Tagovailoa has played, he hasn't played good the past couple of games. He's been held under 100 yards. But before that, they were dispersing the football. They've got, in my opinion, 3-4 NFL caliber wide receivers. Raheem Jarrett starts off that group. Jones as well, Copeland. All those guys are probably going to be playing at the next level. And Roman Hemby, he can run the football. They actually have a little more balance than people want to give them credit. So this is a game where I think maybe Ohio State gets caught looking ahead a little bit. There's also some injuries to the running back position, even though that wasn't an issue last week as they rushed for 340 yards versus Indiana. I do think it'll be a little more difficult on the road versus Maryland. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the 27.5 points in Maryland. It might be a nail biter when it's all said and done, but I do think there's also the opportunity for the backdoor cover with Taulia Tagovailoa, depending on where the game ends up down the stretch with his ability to throw the football.
Last week you nailed it. Penn State, Maryland, they crushed them 30-0. I'm going to ride you again on the Maryland pick because I'm on the same side. Hopefully you got a good beat for that one. I think all the points you kind of hit on there. I think if you look at Ohio State's secondary, I think they could be hit for some big plays. I think Maryland will capitalize on that. And if there's any team that doesn't need style points, it's the Ohio State Buckeyes. So they don't have any need or necessity to go out there and try to score points late. I do think Maryland late in this game does push the over as well as the cover with the 27.5 points. So that's the only thing we're different on. But that's a big number here at this point. And especially looking ahead, you want everybody healthy for the biggest game of the season coming up in the game. So I think the tendency will be for them to get their starters out, get them rested, start looking forward as soon as they can. Get Caleb Williams his stats, Bryce Young his stats, and then start moving on.
You had Xavier Johnson, a wide receiver at running back last week. That's how thin they are right now.
I was going through the cycle of quarterbacks that are in the Heisman. Yeah, C.J. Stroud will get his Heisman stats, and then they'll be on.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.